Can IT sector go back to its earlier positions where it used to hire in hordes and was considered as a net employment generator for the country? No. And I think that is probably an unwise expectation from the sector as well. I think roles like data scientist, roles in terms of AI, ML specialist, roles like cloud architects, cloud engineers, developers, be it software, mobile, developers, full stack developers, DevOps engineers continue to remain extremely hot jobs from this sector. And given the numbers, I think we're still falling short of supply given the kind of demand that these jobs at this point of time have. On an average, these jobs for somebody between 0 to 2 years of experience, the kind of compensation that they can expect is going to be anywhere between 6 to about 20 lakhs. Of course, data scientist being one of those roles where they clearly will earn a premium over all the other roles. So I'm not so, pessimistic about the outlook. But let's be clear about the fact that the volumes that IT industry earlier used to see definitely is not going to be there. Having said that, I think those volumes have been substituted by higher quality, higher skill jobs at this point of time. There is definitely a skill gap. I mean, the roles that I just spoke about, the hot jobs, I think while these are much in demand, but organizations are clearly falling short in terms of finding people to fill up these volumes. And I think across each roles, the shortage can be as high as 50% of the demand. And hence, I think the sooner we are able to make use of this opportunity by skilling the existing workforce in technology, in IT, as well as the ones who are getting added to the workforce, it all goes well. Otherwise, it's a lost opportunity. Problem of skill gap is acute across the country. While there has been a lot of initiative by the government, the NSDC, the National Skill Development Corporation, the fact that the Ministry of Skills got instituted, I think there has been some moves in terms of trying to address the skilling challenge. But sometimes I feel that maybe we have not understood what's the root cause, and that's why quite a few of the effort have not yielded the results that it should have. And given the country of our size, we probably may not be able to achieve the kind of results we want by trying to put people in classrooms. And I think we have to find a solution to skilling by leveraging the digital revolution that's happening around us and combining it with an apprenticeship program. I think once we are able to combine the two, we shall be able to take skills to masses and have a much more viable talent pipeline built, which is employable, which has the right skill set. At this point of time, I think there are a lot of missing link in the skilling agenda or the skilling initiatives. So it's almost at times seems like two different planes taking off from two different runways. So skilling has a separate agenda. Finding jobs has become a separate agenda. At some point, we have to look for a convergence. So essentially, skilling has to be done keeping employers or the jobs that employers have in mind. At this point of time, the techniques that are being used to kind of forecast skills for the future, I feel are inadequate and extremely academic sometimes. I think that I'm a firm believer of apprenticeship. I feel if there are more and more apprentices at workplace, our ability to learn the dynamism which is there in workplaces in terms of changing skill sets can get picked up much easier than what is happening currently. And I guess somewhere we need to put in more efforts. And of course, this is not just a government's responsibility. I think I have seen employers also not being so forthcoming when it comes to having more apprentices. And I think if one needs to solve this problem around having inadequate skills, one needs to adapt or adopt more apprenticeships, more apprentices in their workplaces, as well as leverage the scope that is made available through digital technology in terms of skilling people en masse in large volumes across the country.